Is it recording? According to the waveform, it is. Thank you for joining me today. We'll be looking at, or in this video, we're going to be looking at adverbs and how they can be used to modify adverbs themselves or adjectives in a sentence. First, we'll take a look to see how an adverb would look modifying an adverb in a sentence. So let me go ahead and get that. He ran. We'll keep it pretty simple. He ran quite, maybe if it weren't in eraser mode, quite fast. All right, so here we have the verb ran, right? That's our verb, that's the action that the subject, which is he, is doing. Okay, well, in what way did he run? Well, we know that he ran quite fast. So quite, in this case, is an adverb because it's telling you the way in which he ran quickly. And actually, fast in this case, I don't know why I said quickly. All right, so fast in this case is also an adverb as it is describing the manner in which he ran. So while fast is specifically pointing towards the verb ran, which is, of course, the past tense of run. Don't know why I just throw that in there. Quite is modifying or further describing the way in which the adverb fast was completed, right? If you look at it like that, like a task. All right, let's go ahead and look at another one. I should play with the colors. All right, oops, that's a little too narrow. Let me go ahead and just make that more bold. All right, my OCD is gonna drive me crazy. I use that term very loosely. Okay, she met him right there. Apologize for my handwriting. All right, right is modifying the adverb there, right? Again, if we're decomposing our sentence, which you should do, just as good practice, we have she, which is our subject pronoun. We'll just identify it as a subject. She requires, or rather the subject needs a predicate or needs a verb, right? What did she do? Well, she met, so that's going to be our verb. Well, who did she meet? Who's the object of the sentence, or of the verb, met? Well, she met him, so there's your object in the sentence. Okay, well, where did she meet him? Oh, right there. Right is going to be an adverb, and there is also acting as an adverb. Apologize again for my handwriting. Right there. So she met him, okay, right there. Yay. Does that make sense? Hopefully. All right. Not really a good way to get feedback unless it's through the comments, which, by the way, feel free to throw them below. Let me know if you need more examples, fewer examples, or to bypass some of this additional practice. All right, so these are some examples of adverbs modifying other adverbs. Let's go ahead and look at sentences in which they modify other adjectives. So now we've got, just as a reminder, adverbs modifying adjectives. I'll just abbreviate that. All right, here we have he is really, I'll zoom in, really handsome. Okay, in this case we have really modifying the adjective handsome. So once more, we're going to look at or decompose the sentence. We have he being our subject pronoun. This is a copula, it's a to be verb. So I just considered like I said, a to-be verb, or copula, C-O-P-U-L-A. They're synonymous. It's just sometimes you'll hear it identified as that. Okay, really is going to be your adverb. And sometimes what you can do is see or look at the suffix ending, or suffix, that's redundant, of a word. And if it ends in ly, not always, but it's typically an adverb, so that's a good way to identify him. And then really, well, what is he? He's really handsome, which is actually an adjective. I don't know why I'm capitalizing that, because handsome is describing the noun, because adjectives only describe nouns. The noun he, the subject pronoun, so it's the person. All right. Oh, and of course, really is describing the extent to which this person is handsome. if you couldn't or hadn't already figured that out. All right, let me switch over to original like red. Let's go ahead and look at another example. Oops. The kids are very playful. Oh man. All right. So, well, we have in the sentence very, modifying the adjective playful. We'll first decompose it as usual. The kids, you want to include that definitive article, which is the, or definite article. The kids, right? That's the collective noun, plural of kids. We have is our subject, because that's what we're talking about. Well, they are what? So they are in this case is actually going to be an action. It's our verb. This, once again, is going to be, or to be verb, right? All mushed together. And again, we refer to those sometimes as copulas. All right, she's very, here we're talking about an ad, or we're seeing an adverb, which is giving you the extent of something, and we're talking about the extent of being playful. And playful is an adjective, because if you look at its function in the sentence, you can see that playful is describing the collective, which in this case is the noun, a collective noun. We're talking about kids. Alrighty. So those are some examples of how adverbs can be used to modify adverbs themselves in addition to adjectives. So hopefully this was helpful. Please feel free to let me know your critiques or questions in the comment section below. All right, thank you. Let me stop this.